What's up, so Truth Team? Y'all know we have been following the YNW Melly trial, case, since prior to the first trial, really since I've been on YouTube, okay? And one thing in particular is the different witnesses, let alone eyewitnesses to the last moment the two victims in this case were seen alive. And you may be like, Nikki, I don't really remember who it was. Well, we're going to start off with one for now, right? Trayvon Glass was actually on the civil lawsuit, being responsible or part of responsibility for the death of these two. But in the last few months, that has changed. And you may be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, we're going to get into all that. But let's do it right. Let's get started.
We had Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth.
You smoke it anytime you get a chance, I think is how you phrase it.
It's your answer, yeah.
That was your answer.
I smoke when I smoke.
You smoke when you smoke?
Yeah.
And when's that?
When I smoke.
And when was that?
When I smoke.
How many times a day?
Objection to ask and answer.
Overruled.
Twice, 3 times, maybe.
Okay. And on the night before you got to the studio, on the day in question, you had smoked at least 2 joints, right?
Sure, yes.
That's what you said, right?
I don't recall.
Okay. And when you got to the studio, you were smoking.
Hey, before the headlines, before the courtrooms, okay, there was just, a couple friends down in Clifford, I believe is how you pronounce it, in Florida, okay? And at the center of it all, one star emerged that we all know, which is YNW Melly. However, it was other people under the YNW umbrella, okay, including, Glass, Trayvon Glass, the beat maker, the friend, the one who saw it all unfold. And what I have done is I have condensed and based off of my breakdown, a summary for everybody, because guess what? A total of 142 page deposition was put into the Broward County database for Trayvon Glass. And I don't know about y'all. Reading aloud that many pages, y'all not going to pay attention. But I did read them to myself, and I came up with some key points, okay? So y'all already know I had to bring back the slideshow, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the details that I felt stuck out in his deposition. And as always, everything I use for my videos for YouTube can be found on Patreon. So make sure you go join the Truth Team membership over there, okay? So with that being said, Glass grew up in Guilford, so he was around his whole life there. He attended local schools like Guilford Middle, high school there. There was also where he met Christopher Thomas, aka YNW Juvy, Melly, Jamel Demons, and Anthony Williams, aka YNW Sakchaser, okay? By the 8th grade, they had formed Young Nigga World, YNW, if you didn't know what that stood for, right? Making music, freestyling in rooms, and dropping early videos like Youngin' and Bussin'. Now, this is all pulled from the breakdown of the deposition. And you all know, they get into your business, they ask you some background, they don't just jump in like, who did it? What you saw? They don't jump in like that. You get what I'm saying? So, let's continue. Next, management and branding, okay? There was no CEO. Although it has been rumors online that Sakchaser was the CEO. It was rumors that Melly was the CEO. But according to Glass, it was just talent and loyalty. But in 2018, when Cortez Ash, aka Cash Motivated, filed to incorporate YNW LLC. Now that's according to Glass, okay? Later, Track, 100K Track, Jameson Francois, okay, stepped in under 100K management to represent Melly. But Glass, he was never on the payroll. No stake, just passion. Okay, so he never got paid from, according to him. Next, the night of the studio, the night of the murders, the night everything changed everybody's life, okay? It says on October 25th to 26th, 2018, New Era Studios, a 12-hour session with the crew, Melly, Juvy, Sak, Bortland, and more. There was music, Hennessy, lean, weed, but tension rose when Sak splashed water on people who nodded off. Glass left in one car, Melly, Juvy, Sak, and Bortland in another. Surveillance shows the Jeep pulling into the YNW house around 3:50 a.m. Hours later, everything changed. Now, the discovery and aftermath of everything, Glass got the call and was rushed to the hospital. Juvy was gone. At Fredo Bain's house, Melly claimed it was a drive-by, but said Juvy died in his arms. Said they tossed the guns and went back to retrieve them. Colby, a witness, said he found a bloody gun, but Glass says Melly never admitted to firing the shot. Next, communications and statements. Glass texts Melly, "You got to talk up, real shit." But Melly stayed quiet. Glass later met with detectives, and guess what? Insistent he never lied, never covered up anything. He says his story hasn't changed. Legal and personal history. Now, like many others, Glass does have a past, criminally. Not no violent past, but nevertheless criminally, okay? From lien to resisting arrest, but again, none of it was violent. And ultimately, he said he's ready to testify in any court, civil or criminal, because all he wants now is justice for his brother. Now, that is Mr. Glass. Now, it seemed like if you ain't know too much, he was definitely not trying to say nothing, okay? But in his deposition, he had to say enough, because as of now, he is the only defendant on the civil case that has been removed. As this document that was filed back on November 27, 2024, the estate for YNW Juvy has removed Travion Glass only, okay, with no issues, meaning you can't come back and do it, nothing. And that's that. They both pay for their own legal stuff, and that's it. So obviously that was enough information. So interesting enough, hey, he like, hey, I don't know nothing more. That's all I know. And it seems like the family agrees because they took him off the civil case. Everybody else remains. So as we count down to not only the decision whether or not YNW Melly will get bond, but also the second trial, the retrial in September, we're going to break it all down. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. Catch you on the next one. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck you.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast. What's up, Truth Team? I am here, okay? About to get a touch of love. Yes, I'm at Touch of Love Massage Shop, okay? Now listen, I've been getting my massages through Touch of Love for years, even before it was a shop to come to. But let me show you around, and then I got to get ready because I'm feeling a little tense. And let me tell you, if you work in like call centers, streamers, YouTubers, sitting at that desk all the time, you definitely need to be tapping in and get your massage. So let's take a tour. So it was located in a nice multi business building. The suite was set up real comfortably. It was like to the back, and the candles was burning. The aromatherapy was definitely there. Okay, so I had to get undressed, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get all the way undressed. But anyway, like I said, being getting massages, Nakia is awesome at what she does, and let me tell y'all, them hands are blessed, okay? I got the full body massage, including, okay, the hot stones. And when I say that hour went so fast, I even went to sleep. And I always go to sleep during massage for some reason. But yeah, definitely needed that because y'all know I had a night ahead of me, okay? Guys, I'm Nakia. I am the owner-operator of Touch of Love Massage Services. I always start with people. I start with the information of what massage is. So massage is the manipulation of muscles. Exercise is the manipulation of muscles. The only difference is we are manually using our hands to do those activities. So a lot of people look at massage as a luxury when really it's a health necessity. So I'm more on the medical side of things. So if you're experiencing any pain of any sort, muscles is 90% of pain, so I would recommend you to come and get a massage.
How can they follow you?
I do have my business page, Touch of Love Massage Services, on Instagram. I have Touch of Love Massage Services on Facebook, and if you want to set an appointment with me, you can look me up on Set More. It's an app platform online where you can book appointments.
Hey, there you have it. And y'all, I feel like a new woman, but now it's time to parties. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
This is the weakest, give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl, Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina.